And as we start to activate the heart to feel those things, then it's sending, your heart is sending more information to your brain than your brain is sending to your heart. All right, 60 times more electrical than the brain. It's 100 times more magnetic in the magnetic field, the bioelectric magnetic field in the brain. It's the only organ in the body that we know that can function independently and interdependently with the brain. And through the vagus nerve, it's communicating, it's signaling. So if the heart is in a high coherence, which means we're practicing, I care about myself, I care about others, we're activating those emotions, then the brain is starting to pick up those signaling. And we know through the EEGs and the EKGs that the brain is a few milliseconds behind the rhythm of the brain. I'm sorry, the rhythm of the heart. So whatever the heart is doing, the brain is going to copy that. And so we want to, it's less about changing the way you think. It's more about changing the way you feel deep in the heart, because that's going to change the way you think. When we're around people, and if I have a coherent, high coherence heart rate variability in my heart, I'm going to influence not just the person in front of me and the way that they're feeling, but I'm changing the way they think. And if I'm in a low coherence and I'm in a negative space, and we all know what that can feel like, that's a bad vibe. It doesn't feel good. And all of a sudden we start thinking the same way. We start being angry or fearful. So when we get into this state and really activate it, we're not just putting out we're not just creating an energy in our brains and our cellular body, which is very healthy. We're creating an energy outside of our bodies. And it's pushing that energy out, which is eventually going to put us a little bit more in harmony with the people we're around, our loved ones, right? The planet, the trees, back to that thing, you know, and to give into that way. And I find it very, very interesting that we can work from the inside out. We can work on slowing the breath down. We can get into that space. And then eventually we can start activating that bioelectric magnetic field more. We can start to feel it and sense the chi and expand it and grow it and build up that force field like the ionosphere of the earth, right? We're all like little fractals of everything going on in the cosmos, right? We're all the same pieces, the same thing, all the way down to the subatomic particle. It's the same thing. So if we could just use that knowledge that we have. And when we get into that space and we're in that vibrant place, I mean, talk about the quantum field, we're connecting to information. You have more access at that point, right? And all those atoms and particles are activating at the same time. And so we're entangled. All of our nervous systems, the planet, the plants, the animals, you know, the quantum change is really like a change in the way we perceive things.